So now that we have our modules up to date, let's talk about updating Drupal core. So we're going to talk about how to know if Drupal core is out of date, and we kind of saw that in the last video. We're going to talk about downloading the latest version of Drupal 8 and what files from that new version that we need to keep and which ones we need to get rid of. And then we're going to talk about the actual update process for Drupal core. So now that our modules are up to date, it's time to update Drupal core. And we know from the last video that our version of Drupal core is out of date. So we're going to come back over to reports and to available updates. And we can see that Drupal is in red here, which means that there is a security update available for our particular version of Drupal, which means that there is a security bug in core somewhere. And we can find that out by coming over here to the release notes. And we can actually see here that we're 2 versions behind. So coming over to the release notes, we can read here that there are patches available, and there's a whole list of things here that have been fixed, have been addressed, are still open, and just some different changes that have come to Drupal 8. One of the other really important things to check for on this page is occasionally Drupal will tell you that there are no changes to a certain file, and that file doesn't need updated when updating Drupal core. However, I'm not seeing anything like that here, so we're just going to go ahead and do a full update to our website. So to do that, we're going to come over here, and we're going to go over to the Drupal core page, because again, we don't have a tar extractor, and we're just going to download the latest version of Drupal. Once we have that file downloaded, we're going to head over to all of our files on our website. We're going to go into our downloads, and we're going to extract our Drupal folder here. So now there's a couple of things that we need to get rid of out of this extracted Drupal 8 folder. And these are things that we are not going to update when we update core. First of all, we're going to delete out the sites folder, because this is going to contain a lot of the files that we use, such as images that make up our website. And if we replace this over on our current installation, then it's going to lose all of those files that we have uploaded. So that one's going to go. We're also going to delete the themes folder out of here, because we update themes similar to how we update modules. We're also going to delete out of here the modules folder, because we've already updated all of our modules and we don't want to just replace this one with an empty folder. So we're going to go ahead and delete that out of there as well. Like I was saying before, occasionally they'll tell you that there's no change to the htaccess folder. A lot of times there's no changes to the robots.txt folder. Now, because we haven't actually modified either of these files in any way, it's okay to keep them on and update those as well. So now over in our actual Drupal installation, we're going to select everything. Now we're going to unselect the same files that we deleted out of our downloads folder. So we're going to get rid of the sites, the themes, and the modules folder. So now we have core, profile, vendor, and then all of the other files in here. Again, if you're cool not updating robots.txt or the htaccess file, then you can go ahead and deselect those as well. But now we're going to do one of the scariest things that we could possibly do when running any updates, and that's where we're just going to delete everything out of here. So if we actually go back to our website once this process is complete, it's going to throw a huge error because we don't actually have a Drupal installation. So essentially, we're completely blowing up our entire website. So now if we go back over to our website here and we try to refresh this page, we're going to get a not found because our website is completely gone. So to fix that little problem here, we're going to just now take all of these files and move them over. Once all of those files have been moved over, we can head back over to our Drupal installation. And again, we're going to navigate to that update.php page. Once we're here, we're going to get the exact same message that we had before. And now I do strongly advise that anytime you do a Drupal core update to a website, that you do back up your code, you do back up your database. If the site is live, make sure you put it in maintenance mode. A lot of things can go wrong here, and it's just really a good idea to have a backup of all of your files. So we're going to go ahead and continue through here. And we can see that we have one pending update in our database. Clicking that, it's going to say that there's an update to the system module and that clear caches due to behavior change in machine name elements. So it's just kind of letting you know what it's going to do, and you can say we're going to apply those pending updates to our website. Now it's going to run the updates, and once those updates are done, it's going to kick us back to the review log page. Occasionally on this review log page, it will give us another message here saying exactly what changes were made. However, this time we don't have that, so we can just go ahead and go back to our front page. Now that we're back on our front page, we can double check and make sure everything is okay by heading to the reports and available updates. And we can see here that Drupal is now in green, as well as our modules and our themes, so everything is up to date. And that's the process of updating Drupal core in Drupal 8. In the next video, we're going to be talking about how to read the other reports that are available on Drupal.